Good morning and welcome to another stretch class. This is number 5. Today's class is about 30 minutes long and we will be using a chair for some assisted stretches as well. So I'm going to give you a minute to go get a small chair if you would like to do that. And I want to say hi to those of you who are starting to tune in live. And if you're not catching this live, of course, you're probably getting it off our feed or YouTube. So in another 30 seconds or so, we'll get started, we'll relax, we'll lengthen those stressed out muscles, and then we'll be on with our day. And good morning. Right now, you just need your chair nearby. We're not going to use it right away. We'll sort of limber up first and get all the juices flowing and then start to stretch out. So let's get started. So take your feet out nice and wide, turn the toes out slightly, and just push gently side to side. And lift your chest up right up to the top of your head and lengthen your spine. Then relax your arms, let them sweep around you. Hands are relaxed. They're loose, sort of like ragdoll arms. And let's take some deep breaths. Fill up your lungs all the way down, right to the belly. Okay, let's pause over here to that side. Place your hands on your quads and just bring your chest and shoulders forward. And slide over here to the other side, pushing your hips back slightly, lengthening that back. Let's move back over to this side, pulling the shoulders back with a nice open chest. And slide back over here to this side. Just push the hips back gently. All right, come to center, roll up, and gently lunging side to side with those relaxed arms. And I'm taking deep breaths in through the nose and then just blowing out through pursed lips. All right, let's just keep the move going with a little reach down through the middle. One hand supporting on your quad and the other just reaching towards the floor, but keep your chest up. Nice to see you this morning. See you. All right, lift up, push your knees out, and drop your tailbone down. Now round all the way up, chin to chest, roll up through your spine. Let's roll those shoulders back. Do that again. Push your knees out as we lower towards the floor and rolling all the way up through your spine again. This feels so good. Push out as we come down. And we roll all the way up to the top. Oh, again. Bringing all those nutrients to your spine. Beautiful. Let's step in, bringing your feet in maybe slightly wider than your hips. And then just gently going back to the ragdoll arms. And one hand taps around towards the back of your hip. And that other hand is now going to come up and tap your shoulder. Okay, let's lace the fingers together and bring the palms, turning them up to the ceiling, lifting your chest. Then pull your elbows out and slide them down the walls. And go back to this little gentle twisting motion. tapping that front shoulder. Breathe. Let's lace the fingers together again. Let's pull them up and lift. I'm going to stay lifted and then take a side stretch. Push up through the center. Let's look up and stretch to the other side. Push up through the middle here, and then slide your elbows down the wall. Lace your fingers to the back and pulling your fingers, knuckles, just push them down towards the floor. Then bring your hands to your lower back. Turn towards your hip. Bend your knees a lot here. And just take a circle, nice easy circle around with a good knee bend here. Big rotation. All right, just stop right here and gently push your hips forward and open your chest. Standing tall again, soft knees. Let's turn to the other side. Bend your knees, big bend, and around. This is actually a move from Tai Chi. It feels really good. It's easy rotations. And stop here in the center. Push your hips forward. Stepping out wide again. Now we're going to take a forward fold, hands on your quads, push your hips back, and lengthen your spine from the very top of your head down your spine to your tailbone. Bend your knees and roll up through that back again. And tipping forward to that fold. Now you can stay here, or maybe you'd like to try to go a little deeper. Nice deep breath. Knees bend. Roll up to the top. Okay, now let's lunging again side to side. Relax your arms. More breath here, a little more arm movement. Bring your fingers together, circle up around your head, lifting the ribs, and push across. And then we're going side to side again. Circle up and around, and push across. Big breath, inhale, circle. Push. Let's do this one more time. Big circle up and around. And one more. Forward fold halfway if that feels good, or all the way down. Knees bend and we roll to the top. Step in. Big breath, pull right up the front, and push out to the walls. Beautiful. Now I'm going to use a chair. Do a little bit of limbering and stretching. So I'm just going to place it right here in front of me. Step back from the chair and slowly circle the hips by bringing the knee in to out, in to out. Just draw a big circle with your knee. Fingertips just resting gently. Of course, if you don't have a chair, just place your hands to your hips or your side. Brace your abdominal muscles to help control your balance. Just open up those hips. a few more times. Very nice. I'm going to move to the side. Coming to a hamstring stretch. I'm going to bring my foot right up on the chair. Now, if you don't have a chair, just put your foot right on the ground. And you need to bend that other knee a little bit. Now lift your chest and your belly out over that leg. And just stop when you feel that gentle pull. And take a deep breath. Bend your supporting knee just a little more and push your hips back and sink a little lower. I'm using this chair again for support so I don't have to deal completely with my leg that's standing on the ground. All right, I'll lift up. I'm going to turn side onto the chair. Step that leg back, bend the knee, and lift up. Now this hip pushes forward, so you push from the back leg. I'm going to take a little bend towards the chair and a deep breath. Standing. Now for the quad stretch, reaching back and grabbing my foot. You could also grab your pants, your sock. And then I draw the kneecap down and try to get it pointing towards the ground and push the hip forward a little bit. And take a deep breath, relax your shoulders. We're spending a lot of time up near our ears these days. Okay, now just push that knee forward. And let's bring it back and reset that stretch. And maybe go a little bit more, bring the knee towards the back a little bit to deepen the stretch. Nice deep breath. All right, I'm going to switch sides. That leg up, little bend in the knee, take a breath and lift out over your leg. And with another breath, I'm just going to slide my hips back, sink a little bit deeper. That nice little pull up the back of your leg. And roll up and turning side onto your chair. Stretch that hip flexor so we step back, lifting the back heel, bending that knee, pulling the hip forward, reaching up. A little side stretch towards that chair and a breath. A slow, deep breaths to help calm your mind. All right, let's go into that quad stretch on this side. I take a breath and point the knee down so my thighs are fairly parallel to start. And I roll the shoulders down my back. And breathe through the stretch. And let's push that leg forward. And I'm going to bring it back and try to go a little bit further. Bringing the knee back slightly, and then resetting the shoulders down your back. do another stretch here. Kind of coming to our fold. We're going to use the chair, so I'm going to step away, bend the knees, and I've got my hands in the back of the chair. Then I'm going to sink the chest down towards the floor, bend your knees. I have a lot in this stretch as you push your hips back and lengthen that spine. And then just wag your tail a little bit. See if you can get a little more length of that spine. Just gentle, little wag. Deep breath. And roll up to that spine. Step to your chair and turn around and place your hands on the back of your chair. And then pull your shoulders back. It's just another way to stretch your chest. So again, if the chair doesn't work for you, you don't have one, just go back to this stretch right here. Nice big breath. All right, I'm going to now move the chair out of the way so we can do a little stretching on the floor here. And I finally feel like I'm warm enough to remove my sweater. Have been working in the basement. There's no heat down here, and Mother Nature has not been kind. All right, let's come on to the floor and start with our modified hurdler stretch. All right, so I'm going to bend the knees to 90 degrees. One's to the front, one's to the side, turning towards your front leg. Lift out over your thigh. Take a deep breath, exhale, and now just sink down. And try to square the hip to the front, especially the hip on the leg that's on the side to the back. Just rotate it forward. And just take a nice deep breath and sink down. Walk your hands back. Before going to the other side, let's just take this stretch here, turning your legs out, bring your hands in by your hips, press gently through the arms to lift your chest, and now come forward. Deep breath. It's the exhale where we relax, so we tip forward. Another big breath. And then lift your chest. All right, let's come to the other side to this modified hurdler stretch. Those 90-degree angles in the knees. Okay, now turn to that front thigh. Take a breath. The glutes sort of sink right into the floor. And extending out over your thigh. Big breath. Slowly start to sink out and down over that leg. Squaring your shoulders right off to the front here. Pulling the hip forward. And now just breathe. Another big breath, just a little longer. Nice to relax these stretches and hold them for a long time, but not holding your breath, just holding the stretch. Let's lift up and extend the legs out again. Give your legs a shake, lift up. Let's tip forward again. Long spine, shoulders back. And then tip forward from the hips with that long, long back. And turning towards a leg, take the opposite arm, bring that hand across, and let's add a little back stretch to this. Push it down towards your ankle. And apply some pressure. The pressure helps rotate your chest a little bit more to the side to feel that pull in your upper back. And then take a big breath again. Sliding up. Let's come to the other side. The back of your hand to the outside of your leg. We push and slide it down. And then the breath. So that we're only focusing on stretching certain muscles and relaxing the others. If everything's all tense, the stretch isn't going to be as beneficial. Nice deep breath. Sliding up. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. Just gentle rock side to side. Let the knees fall out towards the side. You know, if your knees are still here, don't worry about it. Right? Everyone's different. In time, you will increase your flexibility and your range of motion. A little stretching every day is a very good thing, and any time is a good time to stretch. Big breath again. Beautiful. And let's come onto our back and hit those glutes again, folding one leg over the other, and then reaching through and pulling the bottom leg in. Now take a breath and let your head and your shoulders and your back sink into the floor. Switch legs, fold the other one over. Now pushing, try to keep the top knee pushed away just a little bit, and then you reach through. Roll the shoulders back, sink the back into the floor. Deep breath, relaxing shoulders, back, hips. Place your feet on the floor and open your arms out. Lower your knees over to one side and push your shoulders down into the ground. Then breathe and let them sink in. Turn your head away from your knees. slowly roll your knees the other way. And really open up your heart right up to the ceiling as the shoulder comes down to the ground and your head turns away from your knees. Roll over and come into the child's pose. So we'll start up on our hands and knees and then push the hips back with your knees apart. Sink your chest down. Very similar to what we did with our hands on the chair. We were sinking the chest towards the floor. Deep breath. Come up onto your hands and knees. Slide one foot back. Pull up through your belly and then push through your heel as if you were trying to push your heel towards the floor. So you feel the stretch in your calf. And a deep breath. Now let's change legs. Slide the toes back. Lift up through your belly, then push your heel towards the floor. We're still focused on that long spine all the way through your neck. Your knees. Let's walk the hands back. Push onto your feet. Take a couple steps towards those hands. Hands to quads and roll to the top. Rolling your shoulders back. Let's open the arms, pulling those shoulders back, but you also need to just slide them right down your spine. Deep breath. Tricep stretch. Your hand comes between your shoulder blades, and you draw your elbow in and lift your chin. All right, let's switch sides. Reach up, grab the other elbow, fingers between the shoulder blades, chin up, and pull your arm towards your ear. Then bring one across. Let's stretch the shoulder, look right over your shoulder, and just gently pull on that arm. And breathe. Let's open the arms up. And then bring the other across. Little tug, look over your shoulder. Nice deep breaths. Okay, lower your arm, bring your fingertips to the back of your head. Push your elbows out towards the walls and open that chest up again. Lace your fingers together. Let's pull up through the center. Look up. Take that side stretch. Push up through the center. And And that side stretch. Push up to the center. And then pull your elbows down the walls. And bring your ear towards your shoulder. Let's just stretch the neck a little bit more. And just place your fingers in just gently. Just a little pull. Lift your head. And the other side. Now relax the shoulders down your back as your ear comes towards your shoulder. And you feel those muscles lengthen to the neck into your shoulder. And then you can just add the weight of your hand, not really tugging. And release your hand, slowly lift your head. Just turn it to one side. To the center. Gently turn to the other side. And the center. Let's take a breath. Pull up to the center of your body. Push up to the ceiling and out to the walls. Nice deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. And a little shoulder roll. And thank you for once again joining me for stretch class. This is again number 5. I hope to see you in the future in the flesh. I'm quite impressed. I think we've all shown great resilience and strength in this time. So see you soon. See you next week. And don't forget to check out all the other great classes on Hampshire Hill's YouTube channel. Thanks a lot. Love you guys.